The coronavirus has had a big impact on the restaurant business in the United States. Before the pandemic, the restaurant industry was making a lot of progress with its sales. In 2019, the industry's sales reached an all-time high of $863 billion in the US. This rate is up over 3.6% of the previous year as shown in this chart. In 2019, over 1 million restaurants were open in the United States. With around 15.6 million restaurant workers, this pandemic causes several Americans to be out of a job or worried about losing theirs. In the start of April, 3% or roughly 30,000 restaurants had already closed down. Over the past few years, Americans have relied on restaurants and spent more money on food prepared outside of their homes than on buying and making their own meals. Many restaurants that are currently open have changed the way they serve their food. Most eateries have resorted to a delivery or takeout system with minimal contact with the employees and the customers. The National Restaurant Association anticipates that between March, April, and May, sales will decrease by $225 billion. Small businesses, or ones that are independently owned, are facing more challenges than the larger ones. They are dependent on staying open by getting paid daily and are barely managing to stay open. In a survey of over 4,000 restaurants, 11% said that they anticipate closing permanently in the next month. Reem Assil, owner of Reem's in San Francisco, California, says, "I don't think any of our food businesses are going to look the way they did leading into this pandemic. I hope not." Reem's opened their second location right before this pandemic hit. Already feeling the pressure of a new storefront, 1 week after opening, the majority of her staff had been let go. Takeout is still available for this restaurant, however, business could be better. Once this pandemic passes, I think restaurants that are now takeout or delivery will go back to the way they were before. Aside from ones that have shut down permanently, I think numbers will begin to rise up once people know it's safe and the coronavirus has passed.